Good morning, gardeners. This is a DC Beltway gardener. It's late in the year now, October 9. I've been gone a bit, and today we're going to start to transition the garden into spring. It's almost too late to transition to fall, but I'm going to try. I'm also going to try to jump ahead with some Swiss chard, some prison kale, and a few varieties of Brussels sprout here to put in one of my beds. I also have to make room for the garlic I'm going to plant here in late November. So for me, this is not a happy time for the garden. Things are slowing down, except for the sweet potatoes, which continue to expand. I put a couple, look at these things. I put a couple sweet potatoes, maybe one or two, way over there, and they've already taken over my future garlic bed almost. I could see the leaves there, they're turning yellow. That means the sweet potatoes are near harvest. So I have this, and I have 2 rows up at the garden allotment I rent to harvest. I think these onions are probably ready to come out. I don't know if these are Granics or Walla Walla, but it's good. At least I got one decent one there. They just kind of float on top of the soil. That's pretty neat. These are still going, maybe. We'll just leave them, see what happens. We'll come back for those. And I really haven't inspected these. Take a look. I'm pretty happy with how many I got in this little bag here. Look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 8 onions. Some tiny ones there. I also got my tomatillos that I never caught up with. Okay. I think these peppers, although they look okay, I could try to winterize them, but they're not going to do well going forward with the 39-degree nights. There's 36 last night. So I may clear some of these out. My cosmos are going to seed, and I think I mentioned this in an earlier video, but I would totally harvest these later and save them and just sprinkle them in the spring, and they reseed pretty well, and they're really pretty. Go around my crepe myrtles. This eggplant is having a last hurrah here. That's the Rosa variety. And this is the grand finale, the last full measure of summer, right here with these striped Germans. I really hope they get a chance to ripen, but I do not think they will. They will ripen on the counter, and actually green tomatoes that turn ripe on your kitchen counter are better than the sad tomatoes in the supermarket. Got a delicata squash down there. That's ready. These are ready when the rinds are hard. You can't get your nail in them. So that's a variety we really enjoy. Next year, I'm going to make sure, even though these Grandpa Ott morning glories are pretty, they're pretty, they take over everything. So I will try to get rid of those. These tomatillos, actually, they'll continue to truck into October. They did last year for me, so maybe we can get a little more green salsa than we had this year. Usually those grow like a weed for me, so I planted less in a different location with less sun, and they didn't like that. Oh, this is nice. This plant's saying I could use some fertilizer and some heat, but it did at some blossom end rot, so that's why I keep putting I'll think of it later in the video. Lime, a little bit. I treat it at the bottom of right near the bottom of the plant, the drip line. A lot of green tomatoes hanging out in here. So this is it. I'm going to start to clear all this out. And my goal is to I do have some beets growing back there still from the summer. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna clear out these cosmos for sure. But what I want to get in here is some compost, manure compost, some leaf compost. I'm going to treat it with 10-10-10. Where the garlic beds over there, they're going to get bone meal for the root. They need phosphorus. So I'll have garlic in there. And then garlic is going to go over here in this bed. So I'll put some bone meal in here too once I clear all this out. So if you hear a lot of crying in zone 7A, that's just me. All right, gardeners, that's all for now. I hope you had a successful season. I guess I'm sounding like it's over, but it's not. It's just time to renew and replenish your soil. And now is the time to do that. I will include some videos of my process, especially ones that'll include me getting into these sweet potato bags that are taking over my sunflower bed. So until next video.